It's 10 o'clock, so we're going to get started with our second public hearing for the 2023 fourth annual plan. And I want to welcome everyone that's here. And as you know, the plan for a little over $3 million has been announced, so there's still work going on, trying to understand, make sure everything we're funding is the proper thing to do. But we're making good progress, and I'm happy that my administrative assistant, Renee Lamus, is able to be with us today. And with that, I will turn it over to Deborah Smith. Deborah.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. My name is Deborah Smith, and I'm the Director for the Department of Economic and Community Development. Today I have with me staff Dave Dieter, who is the Assistant Director, and Veronica Fields, who is the Grant Administrator. I also have Shateria Franklin, who is the Assistant Grant Administrator, who is in the audience to ensure that everyone is signing in. Today we will discuss the process for our fiscal year 2023 annual plan and the proposed activities for fiscal year 2023. So the 5-year consolidated plan was developed in 2020. This consolidated plan is effective from 2020 to 2024. Each year, the City of Erie updates the consolidated plan with an annual plan to ensure that we're still meeting the needs of the community. So for the fiscal year plan for 2023, applications were available from December 1st, 2023 to January 27th, 2023. There were presentations that were conducted the week of February 7th to February 10th, 2023. Today is the second public hearing, as the Mayor mentioned. There'll also be another hearing today at 6 p.m. with the same information. Today we'd like to hear from you on what housing and community development needs that you feel are important for the Community Development Block Grant, Home Investment Partnership, and Emergency Solutions. Also would like any feedback on any of the proposed projects that we have listed for funding. Please note that all activities listed are proposed and could be subject to change. So when the 2020 consolidated plan was prepared, there were 6 priorities and subsequent goals and strategies that were identified for the City of Erie for this period of 2020 through fiscal year 2024 for CDBG, home, and emergency solutions. A was housing priority, where there is a need to improve the quality of housing stock in the community by increasing the amount of decent, safe, sound, and accessible housing for homeowners, renters, and home buyers that is affordable to low and moderate income persons and families. And the goals and the strategies are housing rehabilitation, rental rehabilitation, housing construction, fair housing, home ownership, public housing. B was homeless priority. There's a need for housing and support services for homeless persons and persons who are at risk of becoming homeless. And the goals and strategies are continuum of care, operation and support, prevention and housing, permanent housing. C was other special needs priority. There's a continual need for affordable housing, services, and facilities for persons with special needs and the disabled. And the goals and strategies are housing, social services, accessibility. D was community development priority. There's a need to improve the public and community facilities, infrastructure, public services, and the quality of life for all residents in the community. And the goals and strategies are community facilities, infrastructure, public services, accessibility, public safety, code enforcement, clearance, revitalization, historical preservation. E is economic development. There's a need to increase employment, self-sufficiency, education, job training, technical assistance, and economic empowerment of low and moderate income residents in the community. And the goals and strategies are employment, financial assistance, redevelopment program, financial incentives. F was administration, planning, and management priority. There's a continual need for planning, administration, management, and oversight of the federal, state, and local funded programs. And now I will turn it over to Dave Dieter, who will give you information on the proposed funding announcements for fiscal year 2023.
Thank you, Deborah. The proposed funding amounts for fiscal year 2023 are as follows. For the Community Development Block Grant Program, $3,040,237. For the Home Investment Partnership Program, $933,497. And for the Emergency Solutions Grant, $273,428. In addition to the estimated funding resources noted, the city has also identified and included anticipated program income from CDBG funded activities in the amount of $5,000. I will now move on to the projected use of funds. And if anyone would like to follow along, that begins on page 11 of the handout. And I would like to reiterate what Deborah had stated earlier, that the amounts today are proposed. They are subject to change, pending input or further clarification from HUD. So again, beginning on page 11 of the handout for the Community Development Block Grant Program, in the Public Services category, we are proposing activities totaling $708,599. For the Public Facilities and Improvements category, we're proposing activities totaling $1,265,273. For the Special Economic Development category, we are proposing activities totaling $113,318. For the Economic Development category, we're proposing activities totaling $350,000. And for General Administration, we are estimating $608,047. That brings us to a total for CDBG funds for project activities of $3,045,237. On the following page, page 13, we have the proposed amounts for the Home Investment Partnership Program. Of that amount, 10% is being taken for administration, 5% is being allocated for CHOTO operating, and a minimum of 15% is required to be reserved for CHOTO set-aside activities, CHOTO being Community Housing Development Organizations. So the proposed projects are as follows. Hands, 1319 Parade Street rental rehab, $400,000. Our West Bayfront rehabilitation of rental property, $213,000. City Homebuyer Program, $102,999. City Housing Rehabilitation for homeowners, $102,999. City Administration, $93,349. And for CHOTO operating, $21,150. On the following page are the proposed allocations for the Emergency Solutions Grant Program. The allocation of ESG funds is based on the ratio of daily average number of beds provided per facility to the daily average provided by all facilities times the amount of ESG funds available for street outreach and emergency shelter activity. This year's allocation for the emergency shelters and the transitional shelters is based on the fiscal year 2021 average daily bed count. So with the total proposed allocation of $273,428, we are allocating $138,957 for emergency shelters, $25,100 for transitional shelters, $88,864 for rapid rehousing activities, and $20,507 for program administration. That concludes my section. I will now turn it over to Veronica Fields, who will provide information on the schedule for preparation, adoption, and submission of the 2023 annual plan.
Good morning. Notice was published in the classified section of the Erie Times News on Friday, February 17, 2023, announcing the first public needs and input hearing, which are being held Monday, March the 6th, 2023 at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Notice was published again on March 23, 2023, announcing the second public hearings, which are being held April 3, 2023 at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. today. In addition, a notice was published on March 17, 2023, announcing that the City of Erie prepared the proposed action plan. Citizens will be provided an opportunity to present their views on housing and non-housing community development needs, and to comment on the priorities and level of funding assigned by the City of Erie in addressing the needs as contained in the HUD 5-year Consolidated Plan. Critical dates: December 1st, 2022 to January 27, 2023, solicitation of proposals, applications were available beginning December 1st, 2022. January 27, 2023, applications were due. January 31st through February the 10th, 2023, there was a review of applications. February 6th through February 10th, 2023, presentations for CDBG and home projects. February 17th, 2023, public notice for first public hearings. March 6, 2023, the first public hearing and citizen input hearings were at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. March 9, 2023, study session was held with City Council. March 17, 2023, published the 4th annual plan, projected use of funds, and advertised for required 30-day public comment period ending April 17, 2023. March 23, 2023, public notice for second public hearing proposed. April 3rd, the second public hearing, which is today, citizen input hearings at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. April 19th or May the 3rd, 2023, will be council authorization to submit the 4th annual plan to HUD. March 13th, 2023, the 4th annual plan submitted to HUD for the required 45-day review period ending June 27, 2023. On January 7th and the 21st of 2023, council appropriation and authorization to enter into contract with subrecipients. And finally, on July 1st, 2023, the program year will begin. Back to you, Deborah.
Thank you, Veronica. At this time, we will ask anyone who would like to come up to the podium and speak. We ask that you state your name, your agency's name, and you can provide comments. We'll allow 5 minutes for comments. So if anyone would like to speak now, please come to the podium.
Good morning. I'm David Gonzalez, Chief Executive Officer of St. Martin Center. I want to take this opportunity to thank the mayor and the members of the city for this opportunity to speak. Furthermore, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for the funds that have been provided to St. Martin Center to allow us to continue our vital community work. Because of the support of the city so far this fiscal year, the year's not over, but so far, we've been able to assist over 300 individuals with rent assistance, 57 individuals with specific COVID assistance for either rent or mortgage. And we've been able to help, so far, 22 homeless individuals find housing with rent assistance and or security deposit. I thought it might be helpful to you to hear the feedback of one of the folks that we have helped this year. Kenneth tells us, my being here and receiving this assistance, the assistance needed has taken a big burden off of me, being homeless and not knowing where I was going to get the assistance of getting into an apartment. Thank you. All of the assistance we've provided has been done, taking into account all the needs of the individual, basic needs and others, and certainly the work has taken place in partnership with other organizations. And with your support, we continue, and we look forward to doing more of this work next fiscal year. Thanks.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Good morning. My name is Helen Carter Snell. I'm the program manager of the Erie County Services and Support Alliance, which is the reentry. I'm here standing on behalf of our reentry program, which we help individuals coming out of prison with anything that they need to maintain in the community to reduce any type of recidivism. Our goal this year is to working with the youth. With the assistance of the city of Erie, that potential can be held. Our goal is working with those high-risk individuals in the community, the youth as well as their parents, to ensure that the youth can have better opportunities in the community to do well and stay away from the gun violence and the gang violence within the community. With collaboration with the school district, our goal is to ensure that our youth are safe in the community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to provide public comment? If so, we ask that you come now. Last call. Is there anyone else who would like to provide public comment? If so, we ask that you come now. Okay, Mayor.
Okay. Well, we'd just like to thank everyone that's here for the work that you're doing in Erie. This is obviously it's a lot of money available here. It's actually a little over $4.2 million if you total all three projects, and you guys do great work. We're really honored to be able to fund you for the work you do, and others that aren't here as well. So keep up the good work. Thanks much for being here. And with that, we will adjourn the meeting. Thank you much.
Thank you.